Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. It's WIP It Wednesday for Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. So if you want to see what I've been working on this week, please stay tuned. The video this week, it seems more just like a weekly check-in. I really didn't get a lot finished up in my sewing room this week, just because, I don't know, I guess I was tired or I just didn't feel like it or whatever. But there are some cool things that I got to do. And one thing that I forgot to show last time. So I have two bears that I'm working on right now on the sewing machine. I pulled off their arms off of the machine so that I could show you kind of the pattern. The first one is like a t-shirt and it's this teal blue. And then I have this red and blue plaid that I'm working on at the same time. These are both with one order, and so usually when I have more than one bear on the same order, I just try to chain piece them if the colors work out. So that's where I am right now. I am putting the ears on the front of the face, and then putting the feet on the front body, and then I'll just be sewing the whole thing together. So it's really going to come together pretty quickly. Hopefully I can finish them up tonight and start stuffing them tomorrow, which will be amazing. The other main thing that I got done was that I finally finished finished pinning my busybody quilt that I had made as a part of a sew along a while ago. I'll link the sew along in the comments, and I'll link the video for the original quilt that I made with this pattern. And I have this pattern is available on my Etsy shop, so I'll link that as well in the comments. You can check that out on my Etsy shop. I've decided what I want to do as far as quilting this. For this block, for this quilt, the units are these little sections here. So there's a big square, and then two little strips, and then two big strips, and that's a unit. And then when you put four of them together, I think this is a block right here. Let me look. Yes, these four, 1, 2, 3, 4, are a block. So what I'm going to do is, for the quilting, I'm actually going to just walking foot quilt it. I'm going to start with the lines that separate the units. So I'm going to do vertical probably first, and then horizontal, and then I'm going to extend the lines out into the border so that I won't have to worry about quilting the border. And then after I get the vertical and horizontal, I'm actually going to start in the corners here, and then I'm going to quilt the diagonal all the way down. And I'm going to do, for these rows, I'm actually going to quilt this diagonal, and then in the other rows I'll quilt the other diagonal. So these two will have the diagonal going this way through the center, and then these two will have the diagonal going this way through the center. And I think hopefully that will get these cornerstones quilted, and then the whole thing will be quilted. Hopefully it won't take that long, but I'm going to try and give myself a few minutes each day, if I'm up to it, to get this quilted. And because I do want to have it, I want to go ahead and get it done and get it out of the way so I can move on to another project. There's more piecing that I want to do and all that. But since I have the bears, they have to take priority since they're there for other people. So that's where I am right now. I am excited to get this on the sewing machine. My main purpose for finishing up the pinning was because it was laying on the floor and I wanted to get it up out of the floor. So that's really cool. Oh, let me show the backing again, if you didn't see the backing of this one. It's called Bursting Atoms or something like that. Splitting Atoms, I don't know. But I really like it. I think it's going to coordinate well with the front of this quilt. I like all the colors. Now, another thing that I did, I'm going to pull these here, was if you've seen my video where I talked about foundation piecing on these strips, These are the Pellon strips from my interfacing that I use for my bears. And there's always all this paper left, and so I decided that I would piece on these just as a like a little scrap project, or to use up some of my strings or whatever. So I took some time after I finished up the Mink Bear. I just felt like I needed a little decompress, and so I used this as my decompress for like maybe 30 minutes or so. I just worked on these a little bit, and so I put a pin where I started, and so on the light one I did this much here, and then on the dark one, here's the pin, and so I did this much. And I don't know if I'm going to make that a regular thing, mainly because I'm about to put this quilt on the machine upstairs. So I don't know if it's going to be regular, or if I'm just going to, like, whenever I feel like it, every once in a while pull these out. But I like this as a nice little project that I don't have to think about, that's just, you know, sit and sew and sit and sew. So if you have any projects like that you're working on, I know we love scrapping and crumbing and all that. Leave those in the comments below. I hope that you guys have had a great week. I have had a great week, ready to get started with like finishing up these bears and getting through a few more projects. I'm really excited about that. Put in the comments what you've been excited about this week, what you're working on for next week. I'd love to hear about that, and join you on your journeys. Thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you whenever I make a new video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!